Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, a movie I haven't seen in about 25 years, and I've only seen it once. J.D.'s Revenge, blaxploitation. Let's check it out. Our movie starts in New Orleans, 1942. And this guy named Theotis just slashed this woman. And that's J.D. Walker, the brother of the woman who just got killed. And he's dead too. We're now in modern times, 1976. Still in New Orleans. This is a law student named Isaac. There, I'm sorry, that's Isaac right there. Isaac and his girl and another couple go see this hypnotist act.
Ready? 1, your eyelids are getting heavy. 2, your eyelids are getting heavier.
Well, something happens to Isaac. He starts to become possessed. We're going to find out later he's going to be possessed by J.D. Walker, the guy who got killed in 1942. And he's starting to see images of what happened 35 years earlier. This is his wife or girlfriend.
Where did you get this?
He's starting to take up some traits of J.D. Bought himself a pimp hat.
Oh, sure, but what are you going to do with it? I mean, it's not exactly you, if you know what I mean.
No.
He goes to see a hood friend of his.
I just want to put some money on a number, that's all. Look at here, look at.
He's starting to live the hood life now. And then when he's having sexy time with his woman, he's getting really rough. When he's not having sexy time with his wife, he drives a cab. He's doing this to earn his money to work his way through law school, but he's now getting revenge on all the people who wronged J.D. back in 1942. He then finds a poster of Louis Gossett Jr. He's apparently a local reverend. He's also the brother of the guy who killed him.
You see this poor soul? This is you and me.
Gossett has his problems too. He's definitely getting all J.D. on her.
What the hell is the matter with you?
He beats her up some more.
A lot of pressure, and last night you got your head bad and let off some steam. Now that's all.
That's bullshit.
Hey, Christella is gonna be back, man.
Here's some great advice.
I think it's a good thing to go upside of a woman's head when she starts handling your lip. I mean, believe it or not, they like that. Hey, man, honest to God, I mean, you have got to go into your nigga act on them every once in a while. They gonna push it till you do.
Anyway, Isaac and Christella do make up.
And yet you say you don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's not the point. Now, how can I be sure it won't happen again?
Here's Theotis with his brother, the preacher.
Funny eyes, he's on something, and he is trouble.
And they know that someone's coming for them. Ike gets roughed up a bit.
The boss is right. You one red nigga. And you was wrong. So be cool.
Ike is all pimped out when Christella gets home. He's full J.D. mode now.
What in the world have you done to yourself?
What's the matter, baby? Don't you like your daddy's car? Come.
Oh, God, now I thought this shit was all over with.
He attacks her and damn near assaults her, but she's able to fend him off by giving him a kick.
Ain't you a fine young thing? What's your name?
Cheryl, what's yours?
J.D. Walker.
He was trying to tell me I wouldn't listen. He was calling out for help.
Chris, why do you keep defending him? He almost killed you.
No, listen, man, she's right. I mean, we all should have known.
I blow his goddamn brains away. He's a maniac, George. A fucking schizo killer. J.D. Walker my ass.
What?
Why the bastard told Chris his name was J.D. Walker? J.D. Walker's been dead for over 30 years. I fucked your woman. Sucker.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna rip your ass apart.
Well, JD took a couple slices on him and got the upper hand. Didn't kill him, though.
Yeah. I send you to meet your maker. So you're a jackleg preacher now, huh, Elijah? Yeah, that's right. This is J.D. Walker.
It's some hustler running a game. This is what comes of being so open about the past. It's not a game. J.D. Walker is back.
Vengeance to the Lord.
They go to meet JD.
Fool! You always been the boot-licking lackey. You still is a buck-dancing nigger puppet.
But a fight breaks out between the brothers because apparently the woman that Theotis killed earlier was pregnant by one of them and not the other. And Louis Gossett's character, the Reverend Elijah, gets the upper hand on his brother Theotis.
He doesn't want to be slapped with a murder one, not to mention forcible rape. He's just pissed off because of the girl. She won't press charges. The son of a bitch raped her. She won't press charges.
He doesn't remember
I
anything.
did all those weird things because I was possessed.
It was J.D.'s voice and his manner. Isaiah Hendricks was a vessel for God's justice.
Now that justice has been served, JD has left Ike,
Good to have you back, blood.
and he and Christella can live happily ever after.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk about J.D.'s Revenge. Now, this is a movie that I think showed up on cable, at least for me, maybe around 1997 or so. I think that's when I originally taped it off of cable. Watched it then, haven't seen it since, didn't remember a damn thing about it. I knew it was a blaxploitation film, but that's it. So what we got here, movie that starts out in 1942 in New Orleans, and this guy kills a woman, and then he kills the woman's brother when the brother showed up too. Fast forward to 1976, 34 years later, there's this guy named Isaac who is a law student. He also drives a cab, and he and his girl go to this hypnotist show, and when he gets to go up on stage, he gets hypnotized, and then suddenly he gets possessed by J.D. Walker, the brother of the guy who was murdered in 1942, the brother who saw his sister killed. And J.D. Walker was a bad guy, even though he was murdered. He was a bad guy. He was like a criminal, mafia, pimp, who knows what he was into. But he now decides to get revenge against all the people who wronged him in 1942. So he goes after a few people. He possesses Isaac, but it's not a full-time possession. It kind of comes and goes like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. And then he starts to take, and when he is possessing Isaac, Isaac takes on the personality of JD. He gets rough with his women, hits her, beats her a little bit, almost rapes her at one point. And he kills this one woman, and then he finds the brother of Theotis, the guy who killed him in 1942. Says, I'm here for your brother. Find him. He knows. You know where to find me. And then when he comes out of it, and he's like Isaac again, he can't remember anything that happened. But his girl's getting pretty fed up with him beating her all the time, which you can understand. Anyway, Isaac and his brother. Theotis and his brother. His brother's played by Louis Gossett Jr., by the way. They meet up in this warehouse where apparently the murders happened 34 years earlier. And then Theotis and his brother, Louis Gossett, get into a fight instead because the woman that they killed, JD's sister back in the day, was pregnant. And there was like a love triangle between them. And so the two of them fight, and Louis Gossett ends up killing his brother. And JD is like watching the whole thing. I should say Isaac is watching the whole thing, laughing his ass off, enjoying it all. And then the last scene, it takes place in the police precinct. JD is being questioned. He doesn't remember anything. And it's clear that he learns that he was possessed by JD. I'm sorry, Isaac was possessed by JD. But apparently now that justice has been served, JD's spirit has left Isaac, and Isaac is free to go as himself. His girl, Christella, is there again, and they live happily ever after, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that is JD's Revenge. His girl, Christella, was played by Joan Pringle. I instantly recognized her as she played the principal, Sybil Buchanan, on The White Shadow, which came out a few years after this. It was interesting to see. She was like this prim and proper woman as the principal in that show, and here she is. She has a couple nude scenes, actually, which I was actually surprised to see. But anyway, that is JD's Revenge. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray. This is a nice Arrow Blu-ray, which has a DVD and Blu-ray combo inside of it. Tons and tons of extras on here. What do we got here? Director commentary, is that right? New restored director commentary by the maker of the film, screenwriter, director, editor, and actor Glyn Turman. He's the guy who plays Isaac. So anyway, there you go. JD's Revenge. Did I enjoy the film? Yeah, I kind of did. It's a nice little blaxploitation film. It's if you're looking for like blaxploitation, which is very stereotypical, I mean, totally pimped out characters talking unbelievable jive, way over the top. This is a good one to get. It's pretty quotable, I think. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about JD's Revenge. And I'll leave a link to it down below if you're looking to buy it on Amazon. Please do. Click it, buy it, leave some comments. Watch it.